Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, King Dia, Lauren Frey, Grim Clover, Internet Blood Sports, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. So, it seems that the anti-Nintendo the Pretendo agenda against Splatoon 3 is now in full swing. I've seen a couple of videos today that seem to be going down that route. Like Arlo's, I want to be hyped for Splatoon 3, and RGT's like, why people are upset about Splatoon 3. Obviously, they're doing this because the game is coming out next month. There are no more major Nintendo releases on the horizon, at least nothing first-party related. So it seems like these people have moved on from bitching about Fire Emblem Three Hopes and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and are now moving on to Splatoon 3. Now, Three Hopes and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 were major successes in their own right, but these guys are going to get exposed hard when Splatoon 3 drops, right? Like, not even like the actual game, like the direct that I'm sure is coming, probably in August, probably next couple of weeks. The Splatoon 3 direct, right? The primary grievance these people seem to have is this idea that like there's no new content, they haven't shown anything new, there's no reason to be excited about Splatoon 3. When the thing is, we've already gone through this song and dance before with Splatoon 2, right? People said the same thing about Splatoon 2 going into it, like, oh, it looks the same as the original. It's just a port. That was a serious complaint people had at the time. Like, they're not doing anything new or different. And guess what? It's one of my most played Switch games, right? You know, one of my favorite DLC expansions ever, and it's all around like one of my favorite third-person shooters of all time, right? Like, I love Splatoon 2, but these people, the Pretendos, really railed against it, you know, just like they railed against ARMS and all these other Nintendo games that were coming out at the time, right? Plenty of people were saying Horizon Zero Dawn was better than Breath of the Wild. We've been seeing a lot of that lately, and I think Splatoon 3 coming out is going to be a big blow against this kind of agenda pushing, because this is a game that is in all likelihood going to sell more than 10 million units. Hypothetically, if they really get people hyped with this direct and really showcase a lot of new interesting features, I could see it doing like 20, 30 million. I could see it doing Animal Crossing numbers. Like, the thing about Splatoon that I don't think a lot of people appreciate about it is that like it kind of is the biggest thing ever. All right, like, it's gigantic, it's huge, but the IP has been a thing for almost a decade now, 7 years, and still people don't realize this, is that the only reason Splatoon hasn't blown up to be one of the biggest popular games in the world is because of like free-to-play games like Fortnite and just like established heavy hitters like Call of Duty. Like, Splatoon has had like had to do a lot of work to get itself to the position it's in now, where it's like kind of established itself as like the best game of its kind on the planet. Blizzard shilled Overwatch, right? Blizzard had entire gaming journalism companies like trying to promote Overwatch as the best, as the only colorful shooter on the market when Splatoon came out the year before, right? Like, it's been a big uphill battle for Nintendo to get this IP out there and noticed. But I do think we're at the point now where people have grown up with Splatoon. They know the IP, they understand it very well, and I do fully 100% expect Splatoon 3 to be the best-selling game in the series. Now, how are these people going to handle it? Are they going to write this off? Are they going to ignore it? My assumption is that they're just going to ignore it. They're going to pretend they never happened. They'll probably remove all these like anti-Splatoon 3 videos from their channel. They'll probably just stop talking about it. And then when Splatoon 4 comes out, they'll say they were big fans of Splatoon 3, but Splatoon 4 isn't looking too hot, right? Just like they're doing with Splatoon 3, right? It's remarkable how these people go into every major Nintendo release as negative as possible. If you're not a fan of the game, if you're not a fan of the IP, why are you talking about it? Why are you constantly making videos bitching about something that people obviously enjoy? There is no reason to pay attention to Arlo. There is no reason to pay attention to RGT. These people are simply pretendos.